Hey, welcome back to Nexion Analytics, y'all. So today I'm going to show you how you can run JavaScript within a React project in TypeScript. So we have 4 different steps today. So first is going to be compiler settings. Second is going to be writing our JavaScript function. Third is going to be bringing in that JavaScript function into TypeScript. And then finally, we'll go ahead and run the app. But with that said, let's not wait any longer. All right, so once you make your project, all we have to do is simply go into our TypeScript config.app.json. We're going to go ahead and select that. And then we're going to have a bunch of different settings that we're looking at here. The first thing we want to do is make sure that allow.js here is identified and listed as true, because this allows TypeScript to read and import the JavaScript functions that we have that we're going to write. So the next one is going to be check.js. So this allows JavaScript functions to just stay true in their natural form and then be able to be read properly within TypeScript as well. So the next thing we're going to do is make a script.js file. You can call it whatever you want, as long as it's ending within .js. And if you don't know how to do that, all you got to do is select a new file, just type it in, and then you're good to go. But once we get here, what we're going to do is just write our JavaScript component here, our function, and then we'll call that into TypeScript. So the first thing we want to type here is going to be export, because this allows us to make it export ready and then read it into another file. And we're going to say function, and the function name is going to be say hello. And you can see how it's camel case as well. We're going to close that up, and then we're going to open it up with our curly bracket now. And then we're going to go to the second line. You can see how it's automatically indented as well. And we're just going to say return hello from JavaScript. And then we're going to close that up with the semicolon. And this is the extent of our entire JavaScript function. All we're doing is just saying, hey, make it export ready. The function name is going to be called say hello. And then this is the value that we're returning, which is a string, hello from JavaScript. So now what I'm going to do is just go into my TypeScript folder. And here what I want to do is actually write out exactly how I'm going to receive that function that I just wrote in JavaScript. So the first thing we always want to do is import. So we import what we exported. So that's going to be say hello. You can see the IntelliSense already showed that it's there. And then it's going to ask me, okay, where are you getting it from? So I'm going to say it's from .script. And then now it's going to say, hey, say hello is defined, but it's never used. That's because we're just going to write it out. We're actually going to use it here in a second. So we can just keep it moving. We're going to say export default function app. We're going to open up the curly bracket again. We're going to say const message equals say hello. We're going to close that up. And now we can just write whatever we want, right? And what I did was I just simply used the IntelliSense to say, hey, H1, so the header is going to be message, right? So now I can just save this. I can commit this. And then now you can see within a local host that's actually running properly as well. So yes, it did change a little bit based upon the message that I wrote, but you can also change that here too, right? So I just broke it on purpose, right? So the reason I did that was because now let's just say we want to add more to it, right? We want to have a parent component to it so that we can have child components to it as well. What we're going to do is say div. So that's going to bring our parent component in there. Then we're just going to say h1 and we can say learning JavaScript. Then we're going to go on to the next line. We're going to say p message. So that's going to now bring in our component here. We're going to close up the parent component and we're going to leave it just like this. And now we're going to go ahead and save it. And now we have everything outputting the way we want it. But simply put, all you have to do is use allow.js and check.js within your compiler settings, and then you're going to easily run JavaScript within your TypeScript file. So technically, as you build out, everything is JavaScript anyways, but this is just another way that you can write JavaScript files directly and then call them into TypeScript. And it's quite beneficial to use JavaScript as well, because if you have more complex animations, JavaScript is going to let you handle that easily versus just doing it in TypeScript. But with that said, hopefully this video helps you out and gets you on your feet, ready to write some JavaScript code and run it in TypeScript. With that said, leave a like and comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And as always, thanks for watching, y'all.